Hello, Da Vinci. Welcome back. We are on the 11th of January 2021, and this is our maths lesson. So this is your arithmetic. So you've got your challenge one side, your challenge two side. So I need you to now go through them, pause this video here, get yourself through them, and then come back to the video and we'll go through the answers, okay? Okay, Da Vinci, welcome back. So challenge one. 3 and 4. So we're going to put 4 in our head. We're going to count on 3. I'm going to go straight to 7. Spot on. Tick. 8, add 2. Now you could use your fingers. You could count up. You could put 8 in your head, count on 2. But this is a number bond to 10. So we should start to be learning these number bonds to 10. We know that 8 and 2 are matching together to make 10. This is something that we just need to learn, okay? 7 take away 5. Now 7 take away 5, I am going to put either 7 in my head, 5 fingers up, or 7 fingers up and just count back 5. You could even use your ruler. Everyone's been given a ruler on the pack, so you find 7 and you jump back 5. Your answer's going to be 2. Now you've got something, add something is 13. Now on your ruler, you can start at 13 and you can choose another number that's below 13. Then, let's say I choose the number 5. I'm going to put my both fingers on where I start and where I end. And what I'm going to do is I'm then going to use the starting finger and I'm going to count how many jumps it takes to get to my 13. So if I write down the number 5, well, that is a very, very poor 5. Let me use both hands. There we go. So if I start from the number 5 and I'm making sure that my finger is on the 13, if I start from the number 5, I bet it'd be easier if I do this so you can see me here. So if I start from the number 5 and I'm holding my finger on 13, what I'm going to do is I'm going to count how many jumps it takes for me to get to here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 jumps until I was able to get to my 13, which means if I start at 5, I add 8, it equals 13. And you can do this by lots of other ways. So if I do 13 again, what I can do is I can maybe start from, let's have a look again. So I'm going to put one finger on 13. I could maybe start from 4 this time, or even 2. I'm going to start from 2. So I might then write in 2 add something equals 13. So I've got my first number of 2, and I'm going to count until I get to 13. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's taken me 11 jumps if I start from 2. So I would then write in 2, that's the number I started with, add, and then 11, and that's going to equal my 13. This is really important for us to know the skill of using a ruler, of counting forward and backwards using our jumps. So, right, let's move on to this challenge, challenge 2. 2 ways you could do this. For number 1, you could put your finger on number 19 and count on 10. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? And I end on the second to last number on my ruler, which gives me 29. Now it's 29 what? 29 pence. So you're making sure that your 9 and your P are the right way around. But the other way you could do it is you could do your 10s and 1s. You could put in 1, 9, 1, 0 for your 10s, 1s. You're adding together, aren't you? So you're going to do 0, 9 add 0 is still going to be 9. 1 add 1 is still going to be 2. And you have to make sure when you've got your answer, you have a pence at the end, okay? So that is your answer for that one. 20 add 23. So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in my plus sign. I'm going to use this one. I can't use my ruler for this one because my ruler only goes up to 30. So I need to know what I'm going to do after that. So I'm going to write in 20 and I'm going to write in 23. I know that 0 looks a little bit like a 6. So I'm going to make sure that, there we go, that's a bit better. So 0 add 3 is still going to be 3. 2 add 2 is going to be 4. So my answer is going to be 43 pence. That's going to be my answer, okay? So if I just grab that there, move that, and it's just going to, I'm just going to put it there because it's a little bit cramped otherwise. I'm going to not got a lot of space. Right. Let's get rid of, hold on. Let's get rid of that. There we go. And let's get rid of that and that. Perfect. And now let's go on to the next one. 48, 4 and 8. And then it's a takeaway. It's not a plus anymore. So let's just get my rubber and let's rub that out. There we go. And then I'm going to take away 24. It's going to be 8 take away 4 is going to be 4. 4 take away 2 is going to be 2. So the answer is going to be 24 pence. And again, this is one of those where we need to make sure we got the pence in. That's actually just halving it, isn't it? You can see that one number is the same as the number we took away, so it's just halving it. And then we've got our extension. So again, this is something that you could use. You could use your column addition method. You could put your 70. What you could do, and I don't think we've looked at this before. So if I show you here, what you could do is you could write in your 76. Let me just make sure I got my pen. There we go. You could write in 76 here. And what you can do is you can now try and make 2 ways of how you make 6. So how could you make 6? Well, you could make 6 as 2 and 4. And you could make 7 as maybe a 3 and a 4. And that's the quickest way. I've just found out that I know 32 add 44 is going to equal 76. A very quick way of doing it. So there's lots of different methods for that, and I'm sure you've got some good answers. So I want you to give yourself some ticks and then move on. Well done, Da Vinci. Right, let's move on. So we're going to continue what we were doing yesterday, or last week, sorry. Can I make an equal or same amount using different coins? So we're going to continue with the idea that we're going to be making different coins, but using this, using different coins, but making the same amount, using a part-whole model. So here we go. First, let's compare these values. So let's get my pen ready for my more than, less than. So I want you to pause the video here, have a go at this. So you can draw out those coins. You can show me which one's more than, which one's less than, okay? Just a small little activity to start us off with. Pause the video, count what's on one side, count what's on the other side, and then tell me whether it's more than or less than, okay? Super job, well done for having a go at that. So we've got 10 pence, 1 pence, 1 pence, and a pound. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the biggest number first, which is my pound. So I've got £1. So I'm going to write that in. I've got £1 here, and I've got £1, and I've got 10, 11, 12. I've got £1 and 12 pence. Spot on. On this side, I also have a £1 coin, but I've got £1 and 10 pence. So which one is the bigger number? Which one's the crocodile going to eat? Well, it's going to eat the 12 pence, the £1 and 12 pence, because it is 2 pence more than this one. So £1 and 12 pence is more than £1 and 10 pence. So let's do the same for these ones down here. We've got a £10 note and a £5 note. So we've got £15. Then, although we've got more coins, but less notes, we've got more money altogether. We don't actually. We've got £1, £2, £3, plus that £5 note. We've got £8 on this side and £15 on this side. So which one's the crocodile going to eat? 15 is more than 8. So £15 is more than £8. The last one, 50 pence, a 20 pence, and a 5 pence. So 50, 60, 70, 75. 50, 60, 70, 80. So which one's it going to eat? 75 or 80? It's going to eat our 80 pence. It's greedy. It wants more money. So 75 pence is less than 80 pence. Spot on. Right. Now, can you make these amounts both equal or the same? Okay, so we've got one amount on this side. It says it is equal to the same amount on this side. So what could go in this spot here that would make it the same? Pause the video here and have a go. Remember, you can draw in your circle and your coin circle, and then write in what the value is in the middle to make it equal on both sides. I'd start off by working out what one side is, and then you can find out what you need to make the other side. So pause the video and have a go. Okay, so again, starting off with our biggest number. Our biggest number is £1. So I'm gonna write in, it's gonna be £1 and then let's add those coins together. So you've got £1 and 10p, 11p, 12p. So you got £1 and 12p. Now you need to make this side the same as this side, equal to. Now it doesn't need to be the same coins, but it does need to equal the same amount. Now I've only got space for one coin, and at the minute I've got £1 and 10p. So what is that one coin that I'm going to add in there? Well, I'm going to draw my circle, and it is 2p that I need. I need 2p more from £1.10 to bring me to £1 and 12p, which is the same as that side. Now let's have a look at this one. So as you can see, we've got the same idea here. What do we need to add? So we're going to add it in. There it is, £1 and 12p. That's exactly it. Perfect. Can we make the same value on each side? So on this side, you've got £15. And what do you have on this side? And how can we make it equal? So what you can do is you can now draw this out. You can tell me that it's going to be the same as, and what coins do you need to add in here in order to make it the same? Pause the video and have a go. So as we said, we've got £10 and £5 on this side. That's together is going to make £15. And it's equal to, and it must be 15 on this side. So at the minute, we've got 5, 6, 7, £8. So just like before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my finger on my ruler. And I know it's mixing two ideas, but I'm going to put my finger on £15 because that's where 15, I'm imagining that's £15. That's where I need to finish. That's where I need to end. And I'm going to put my finger on 8 because that's the amount of money I've got now. Now this is going to tell me how much more I need. So I'm going to go 8. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 7 more pounds. So how can I make 7 more pounds? Well, let's work it out. There's 2, 1, 2, 3. So I've got 3 so far. What else could I do? Well, I could do another 2. So I could do, that'd be 2, 4. I could do another 2, 6. Let's see if I could do another 2, 8. That's too much. I said I needed £7 more. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's too much. I'm going to put 1, 2 back. 2, 4, 6. I need 1 more. So which one am I going to use? I'm going to use my 1 more pound. There we go. So now I've got my 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then £5 more than 10, that's going to be 15. I've got £15. Well done. This isn't the only way that I do it, though. What I could do is I could take these out and I could put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could put in 7 £1. I could put in £3 and then I could put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to also equal £7. So there's lots of other ways that I can make the same value of £7 to make up 15 in total. Here we go. Same thing going on here. We've got something on one side, something on the other side. Let's make them equal. Okay, let's make it equal. So let's have a go. Pause the video here and let's have a go together. So this one is a little bit of a tricky one. So as you can see, we've got £5, £5, and let's add them up together, okay? 50, 60, 70, 75. 75 pence. Oh, my P went all the way over there. Let's try again. 75 pence. There we go. Right, now we need to make it equal on this side. So the first thing that we would need to do is we would need to get that £5. However, how much have we got on this side? Well, we've got 50 pence, and then we've got 10 pence here, 10 pence here, and 10 pence here. So this is going to be 80 altogether. So at the minute, we've got 80 pence. Now, oh, that's a pound sign. Let's take that back. So we've got 80 pence. So this is where it gets really, really challenging. And I understand if some of us are going to find this challenging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach us how we're going to do this one. This is not one of the examples that we'll go through at the end because it's really challenging one, this one. So you've got 80 pence here. What you need to do is you need to get that to £1 because at the minute 80 is more than 75p. So we can't just add £5 because we're going to be £5 and 80 pence, and that's more than our £5.75. So we're going to need to make this number into a pound, and then we're going to add the remaining numbers. So we know 100. We know that 100 pennies is £1. At the minute, we've got 80 pennies. So how many more do I need to get to 100? Remember, it's a related fact. If 8 and 2 is 10, then 80 and something is 100. What's that last number? Well, it's going to be 20. So there we go. We've added a 20 now, and now instead of it being 80, we've now got 100. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that because it's gone now, and we've now got £1 or 100 pennies. Right, so we've got £1 now. Now we need to get this £1 to £5. So how are we going to get to £5? Well, we could use it nice and easy by adding some of our £2 coins because we're already on £1. So I'm going to put my finger on 1, I'm going to put my finger on 5 and count how many more I need to get to 5. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4 more pounds. So I know that I can count in my 2s and then go 2, 4. So now let's double check. I've got 2, 4, and then we know that this amount here is 1, which makes £5. So I've got £5 on this side now. So now that I have £5, I now need to change it so that I can get my 75p. So £5 and, so how am I going to get to 75? Well, how do I get to 7? If I'm trying to make up the number 7, how would I get to 7? Well, I know that 7 might be made up of 5 and 2. So let's make it a related fact. If 7 is 5 and 2, then 70 is going to be 50 and 20. So let's get my 50. There's my 50. And let's get my 20. There's my 20. So now I've got £5 and 70p. Still not enough. I need one more coin, or maybe a few more, depending on how you make it up. But I need at least one more coin to get me to that 75. I've got £5.70. I need 5 more. So which coin am I going to use? Oh, I might use my 5p. And now this equals £5.75. Spot on. Well done, everyone. That is fantastic. We've managed to really do a really tricky one there by making up to a pound and then adding more. Great job. Now, we've got another one here. On one side, we've got £2, 50, 75. £2.75. £2.75. Now, I need to make the same on the other side because this is why it says equals 2. Now, I've got 50 and 50 and then 3 tens. So pause the video. Maybe you could have a go at working out how much I have and how much more I need to add to get to £2.75. Okay, so working through this, we've got £1 here, 50 and 50 is going to be £1. And we've got 1, 2, 3 10p's, which is 30. So we've got £1.30 at the minute. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to make it to £2 first. So we're going to need to just add another £1. So now we've got £2.30. Now, if I'm starting at 30, I need to get to 75. So let's make it a related fact. If I need to get from 3 to 7, let's do that first. 3 to 7. Well, I know that 3 to 7 is 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So it's 4 more. So let's make it related. Instead of it being 3 to 7, it's going to be 30 to 70. It's going to, instead of it being 4, it's going to be 40 more. So I need 40 more. So I don't have a 40p coin, and 50 is going to be too much. So I could make it in 2 20s. So there we go. We've now got 40p. So we're now at £2.70. But we need £2.75. So what else do I need to add? Well, again, just like the last one, I need to make up that last 5p with my 5p there. So that's £2.75. Here we go. Let's work this one out. You can do this one on your own. This one's a little bit of an easier one. So you've got this number on this side and this number on this side. Work it out, pause the video, have a go. So you've got £10 and £5 here. This is £15. You've got £5 and £5 here, but you've also got a £2 coin. So you've got 5, 10, 11, 12. So you've got £12 there. You need 3 more pounds in order to get it to 15. So that's a nice simple one. You could have 1, 2, 3. There you go. Nice and easy. You could have a £2 coin and a £1 coin, or you could have 650p coins, whatever you think, but this is one nice and easy way to make these equal, the same as on both sides. So here we go. You can only use one coin in one part. This is a part, this is a part. Now you can use the same coins in different parts, but you may only have one coin in one part. What is the coin we have here? What is this coin? Well, this coin is 20p. So what could we split 20 into 2? We need to put 20 split into 2, but we can only have one coin in one part and one coin in another part. So you must find 2 coins. They can be the same coins, which goes into 20 equally. Okay? Pause the video and have a go. So the way that you do this is we know that 20 and it's divided by 2. Now we're not going to cover divided by yet because we've not covered that in school, but it's what 2 numbers go into 20 nice and equally. Well, you could do a 10 and a 10. You can't do a 20 because there's nothing that goes in here and we must have one coin in each part. You can't do a 5 and a 5 because this only makes 10, and that's not enough. We can't keep putting more coins in because that you can only have one coin in one part. So the only solution is a 10 and a 10 because 10 and 10 make 20. Let's go on to the next one. Now we've got 10p as our total. What is in this part and what's in this part? Remember, you can only use one coin. Pause the video and have a go. So in this part, we're going to have a 5p. And in the other part, we're going to have another 5. We can't use the 10p because that's the same value and there would be nothing in this other side. We can't use the 2p because there isn't an 8p coin. So it must be 5 and 5p. It's like halving it. Ooh, now we have a challenge. We have this coin here. This coin is 50p. Your challenge is to try and make 50p, making it up with 3 parts. You can use any coins and you can use the same coins in different parts, but you can only use one coin in one part. Pause the video and have a go now. So let's have a go together. Can I use my 50p piece coin? No, because then there would be nothing in the other 2 parts and we need one in each of those parts. Can I use a 20? Well, 20 is less than 50. Yes, I can. Let's try. 20. I need, I've got, if 5 is 50 and 20 is 2, then I need 3 more, okay? I need 3 more or 30 more. So if I need 3 more or 30 more, how can I make 30, but I've only got 2 left? So if I did 10, I'd need 3 10s, and I've only got 2 spaces left, so that's not going to make up 50. So I can't use 3 10s. So let's see. I need something bigger than a 10. So let's try 20 again. So if I put 20 in here, I've got 20, 40. Remember, it's like counting twos. 2, 4, 20, 40. Now, if I've got 5 as my 50, I've made up 20, 40. So that's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. I've only got 1 left, or 10 left if it's a related fact. So I need a 10. Well, I've got a 10 pence coin. That can go in there. So to make up 50, I could do 10, 20 and 20. That's one way of making up my 50 pence. Let's move on to another task. I've got 5 pence. So 5 pence. How do I make up 5 pence using the coins below? Well, I can't use a 5 pence coin because then there'd be nothing in these 2 boxes. So it needs to be something lower than 5. And the only 2 numbers that are lower than 5 are 2 and 1. So pause the video and see whether you can fill in those gaps. So 5 pence, just like it being a related fact of being 50 pence, I made it up with 20, 20, 10. And we said the related fact of it being 5 would be 2, 2 and 1. So let's try it for this one. If the related fact is 5, it's going to be 2, 2 and 1. Just like our 50 pence piece, instead of it being 5, it's 50. So instead of it being 2, it's 20. Instead of it being 2, it's 20. Instead of being 1, it's 10. It's 10, 10, 20, 20. Then it's going to be 2, 2, 1. Exactly the same, but just changing the related fact. So well done. Now, we've got a bit of a challenge one here. So we've got a £5 note. Now, again, even though we have the notes down here, £20 is more than 5, so we can't use that. £10 is more than 5, so we can't use that. £5 can fit into that, but then we'd have nothing in these 2 parts, and that's not what we're doing today. So you need to find a way of getting £5 and making it fill by 3 parts. So pause the video and have a go now. So we went through to say that £5 couldn't be used because we'd have too many gaps free. So let's go down to our next biggest coin. So our next biggest one is £2. Now £2 can go in and there is some left over. So let's put a £2 one in. 2, and I need to get to £5. So I've got 2 and I've got 3 more to get to. So can I put another 2 in there? Yes, I can put another 2 up and I've still got 1 to fill. So let me put another £2 in. So I've got 2, 2, and then I've got 1 left. So what's my 1 left going to be? Is it going to be 1 penny? No, because that's then going to be £4 and 1 penny. No, we need to get to £5. So it's going to be another pound we need. So that's going to be 2, 4, 5. Just like the related fact of 5 pence, we've got 2 pence, 2 pence, 1 pence. Just like the related fact of 50p, 20p, 20p, 10p. It's exactly the same, but we've got £2, £2 and £1. Let's try the £20 now. Again, can we put a £20 in here? Well, no, because this is then going to be free and this is going to be free. So let's now pause the video and have a go yourself. Right, so we can't put 20 in. Can we put a 10 in? Well, yes, we can. Can we put 2 10s in? Well, if I put 2 10s in, that's going to be 20 altogether, which means I've got nothing to put into this last square, so I can't. So it's going to be 10, and I've got 10 left. So how can I make 10 left in these final two circles? Well, the final two circles are going to be, if I've split my 10 into two, like the first thing that I did with my 10p coin, I split it into a 5 and a 5. Well, it's exactly the same. £10 can be split into a 5 and a 5, which make 10. So we've got 10, 15, 20. £20 all together. I've just changed them from coins into notes. That's the only difference. Now it's your turn. I know these have been a little bit challenging, but I want you to do your best. I've got you 5 questions for question 1 here. I want you to show one way. Can you show one different way to make 10p, 20p, 30p, 40p, and 50p? Now you've got a part whole model that has been laminated at home, so you should have that with your whiteboard pen, and you can then draw your coins and draw in your parts on that whiteboard. Okay, so I want you to do this for your challenge 1. If you're challenging yourself to another one, then let's go on to the next one. Challenge 2. I need you to use your part whole model and show 2 different ways. So I showed you one different way, but last week, when we were looking at making 4 different ways of making one total, I want you to show 2 different ways of making these. Now, you've got your £10, £20, £30, £40, and £100. For some of these, you might not be able to make 2 different ways, and that's absolutely fine. For some of you, you might want to challenge yourself to make 3 parts on your part whole model rather than just 2 parts. I'm going to let you push yourself as much as you can, okay? These are the ones I want you to do as your part whole model numbers, okay? Splitting them up. Now, this is your challenge 3. I've got your challenge 3 on the board here. Now, if you're doing challenge 3, I would expect that you would also be completing challenge 2 at least, okay? So here's your challenge 3. I want you to find this one, this one, and this one, and this one, which would make up your £50 note. You could maybe do 2 versions of this if you would like. Extension. This is an extension which can go for everybody. Everybody can try this extension. Joe has this amount. Amy wants to make the same amount. Which coins can she use? And I've left you 4 question marks for 4 coins. You must use all 4 coins. You cannot use 2. You must use 4. You're not allowed to use 3. You must use 4 coins. And you need to make the same as what Joe has. And you can use these coins and notes down here. Have a think. Has Joe got any notes? No. He's not got more than £1, so you will not need these 3 notes. You will not need these 2 coins. So you may need to look nice and carefully and work out what the value is and see how you can make it into 4 coins. Thank you very much for coming along to this lesson, Da Vinci. I know it's been a little bit of a challenging one, but we're really trying to push ourselves for maths now, especially since we're at home and we need to really be pushing ourselves. Thank you very much for coming to this lesson. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Goodbye, Da Vinci.